Welcome to this week's edition of Mob Talk. I'm Dave Stratweiser.
And I'm George Anastasia with the Philadelphia Inquirer.
George, the buzz this week in the underworld is all about a tape of Anthony Nicodemo.
Yeah, once again, this Philadelphia crime family, probably the most recorded crime family in history. And this is a tape where Nicodemo is saying things he shouldn't say. And it's picked up on a wiretap.
All right, let's take a listen.
You don't have to do nothing for no one. Anyone comes up. It could be, I'll give you an analogy. John Gotti's son can come up to you. I'll give you another analogy. Carlo Gambino's son. Anyone in the world's atmosphere comes up to you. Come to 1246 Federal Street.
So, George, here you have Anthony Nicodemo kind of talking out of school, and he's on the phone.
Yeah, this is a bookmaking operation that the state police believe was organized crime connected. And this particular 13-minute tape confirms their allegation. This is Anthony Nicodemo being the wise guy and basically demonstrating that he's got some kind of control or authority over what was going on.
Right, but when you drop names like John Gotti Jr., the son of Carlo Gambino, two New York organized crime figures, that gets you in a lot of trouble.
It gets you in trouble on several different levels. And the other irony is he's telling this guy to tone it down, and he's acting like a cinematic gangster, talking about dropping names, Gotti, Gambino, Valachi, all of those kind of things. That creates problems for you within the organization, because you're not supposed to talk like that. And it creates problems with law enforcement because it reinforces their perception that this is a mob operation.
So you get in trouble on both fronts here. The mob guys are upset because you're talking about mob guys, big mob guys, on tape. And law enforcement's listening in, and now they're wondering why are you talking about John Gotti Jr. and why are you talking about Carlo Gambino?
Yeah, it's a lose-lose for Nicodemo on both levels. And you don't talk about these kind of people anyway, but you certainly don't talk on a phone where you might be being picked up on tape. And so it's a double jeopardy for him.
And he's puffing here pretty good. He's selling, come down to 1246 Federal Street. That's obviously where he holds court. That's his realty company right down there. Have him come see me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. But could you imagine John Gotti Jr. coming down to Federal Street to see Anthony Nicodemo? What is that going to be? Who's going to win that argument?
He may be getting some heat from his own guys.
I would think that's got to create a problem. If you look at what's going on in Philadelphia, both the Nicodemo tape and the tapes in the Del Conastro case create problems for individuals who are saying things they shouldn't be saying, and they're picked up. And now there's got to be repercussions in the underworld because of that.
So, George, one final question. Any doubt in your mind we'll be hearing this tape again, probably in federal court?
No, the FBI is very interested in this tape, and I think it's probably going to figure in the racketeering investigation that's going on now, in which Nicodemo and alleged mob boss Joe Ligambi and a lot of other folks are targeted. Okay. I think that's where we're going to see it again.
Cool. That wraps it up for this week's edition of Mob Talk. I'm Dave Stratweiser. We'll see you next time around.